that is what we're going to be working on. The moment we've got a specific bit of code that I'm looking to work on, which is when we generate media assets and content items. Now, what you'll see is we have team ID created by scraping run ID. Is it an idea? The content, the status of that content, and if I just show you on a new row, we have the status. So what kind of status is it in? Is it an idea, draft, in review, approved, rejected, archived? And we also have an is deleted for soft delete, a is liked, and created at and updated at, and created by scraping run ID and deleted at are optional fields. We need to change this model because we want to add in some nice things that would be later on down the line, but we don't necessarily have to utilize all of those right away. But it's probably worthwhile updating it and getting everything up to date. So the types of things that we want to add in is like, we want versioning, for example, and there's a couple more that I'm just going to go and find from, I've just documented these in Notion that we just want to add these on. So just give me a minute or so to dig those up. So yeah, for anyone who's joining the stream, we are changing some content types to make them more flexible. So you've got this content, this is a JSON blob, and we've got a bunch of stuff that we want to add to this basically. So that is the plan. So let me just go and dig out exactly what we are going to change to this thing. So let me go and grab that. So this is in a content operations platform. So we'll use Opus for this one. And what we're going to do is we are going to do the following. We are going to pull in the content items. Where is it? It is content items. And we're going to pull in some example schema I've got here. So going to have a user feedback log, and we're going to have the day one implementation for version control strategy. So this is stuff that I previously documented. Let's just copy all this in. And I'm going to say, what we're going to say is, I want you to update the content items table so that we have recursive and hierarchical, if I make a good spell guys, block types. We will be using the type as a discriminated union. And for all of you that don't know what a discriminated union is, it's pretty simple. It's just a bunch of types and you have one key on those types that will allow you to discriminate. So it could be like this, button, and then you have another type that is like, for example, this like type, and then you have like, like listicle. And then that allows you to do a discriminative action using XOD and discriminative unions. And we can show that. We've actually already got some of that specifically in the content.ts. I'll go in here, go to content.ts. You have an example of this. We want to add minimal things such as parent ID and what else do we want to add? Version control. What are your thoughts on a V1 version of this system where the content is stored in a JSON blob but we have room for extensibility. So that's basically what we're doing at the moment, is just updating this team content items to be more flexible, because right now it's not got everything we want in it, for sure. I'm going to tell it don't create a new migration, just update existing at the moment. Let's have a look at this. Nice, gonna just update that existing migration. We won't use parent block ID, etc., but we just want to have it in there. Can't you update the original table, which I think was... Where was the original table? So let's just stop this. Reject this. Yeah. Now this is where we don't want an email query content type. We use metadata for that. Cool, we're just, yeah, not gonna, we just want a content type. So what have we got here? ID, team ID created by scraping run ID. Parent ID. Content type. Position order. Version control, parent version. Change type. Now this one we do want to code this, so we want to do change type. This should be AI generated user create, human create, AI regenerated user edit. This idea, content status, edit metadata, generation metadata is deleted is liked. I think that's fine for now. If you make it into an enum, are there any others that we might want to do? Created by as well could also be I think we definitely want to have that one type. AI generated human create, AI regenerated user edit. Change components. Okay, cool. That looks pretty decent. I'm quite happy with that. So now that we're happy with that, oh, the other thing that is thinking we should maybe do for the created by, maybe we should make this who generated it. I guess we've got here. Is created by an optional field. Pretty sure it is. Yeah. So we don't really need to do that. We'll know if it's made by the system because it's AI generated. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I'm missing. Oh yeah. Yeah, that could be a good idea actually. Chat ID and message ID. So we can just link it directly from chats and messages. do tables before this SQL migration so that we can do references. What data structure should we store chats in? Given that there is function calling, JSON payloads, etc. What is your view on this? Chats and messages. That looks decent. User, assistant, system, tool call result. Team ID, user ID, title, metadata created out, updated at, chat ID. Let's do change this to we need an RLS for this, and we need to just fix this .SQL here. Add chat and messages history. So we're just adding chat and messages because we need that for generation outputs. We won't use it for now, but we'll just have it there so it's ready to go. And we want to change this one so that it says something like RLS add chat and messages. And we want this to go after this one. So we'll just add number there and then say change this to do RLS based on the following pattern. You can add additional permission actions to everyone. We shouldn't have restrictions on CRUD for chats or messages across teams. So these should be inserted in the original permission actions and also granted to everyone. We will not need role guards here for chats. Set up some RLS content. Cool, so just enabling RLS for chats and messages, which then feeds in here. This is a reference, it's optional. We should only allow someone to edit their messages, create messages, delete, update messages, and same for chats if they are part of that specific team. So we've got some RLS helpers for this, and by the way, if you haven't got RLS helpers, you are sleeping on a real game changer, because basically what you can do is you can use these kinds of functions here. So you can see how easy these RLS policies are, right? Like they're super simple, even though the data structure is really complicated. And it's because basically we're using an RLS function called isTeamMember, and isTeamMember is a RPC function, so it's a remote procedure call function, which will basically look inside of the team members and we'll see whether one of the team member user IDs equals the auth.user ID. And that means you can literally have really clean RLS policies that are using these RLS helpers, and you get really nice, RLS policies without having to worry about them being very difficult. So you can see you've just got like your with checks, or you're using for a create with a with check as well. So that makes things very, very simple for, obviously doing any kind of work on that. So I'm really happy with that. So definitely look at RLS helpers if you haven't already. I personally have a bunch of those. So I have things like, are they an org member? Are they a team member? Do they have permission for that org? Do they have team permissions? But the most important ones are like, are they part of the org or are they part of the team? And then you can just easily utilize those again and again, and then everyone's happy. So there you go. And we're going to generate the types next. Cool. So now that we've done that, I think what we want to do now is, oh yeah, that reminds me, if we just have a look here. Let's just do this. So I've got to fix this. Now, we might create chats and messages directly from, we also might want to make it so that the chats and messages are created directly by the LLM and stored by the LLM, so that might be quite useful. And the reason why I'm thinking of doing that is because then we can basically just store all of the data that's generated in there as well. So we probably want to handle that. What about if we want to store some LLM-based agent messages directly in Postgres? How should we handle for this, given that these will be stored without a user ID, but with a team ID. Is this fine? Does our schema support this? I think it does, but I think that would be a good thing to just double check. Yeah, agent writing messages, service verbal P. Messages role. What about if an agent is writing both system plus human messages? I guess we can just find all of the messages that don't have a user ID. These are generated by the system. And also, can you fix this? That's probably the best way to do it. So if they haven't been generated with a user ID, then we know if no user ID, then an agent generated these. I think that's probably the best way to do it for now. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be pretty decent. So we just got to get a couple more of these done, and then we're all hooked up and ready to go. I don't think we want to do that. Yeah, this is not right. What about if we wanted to run background jobs? I don't want that RLS helper. Can you just use another pattern? Switch to Opus. So we've created a chat and messages table, set up RLS policies for chats plus messages table. We need to set up server actions plus TANstack hooks for chats plus messages. So we've made all the changes to the block-based system we were talking about. And I guess background jobs won't have a user ID, right? Okay, right, next that we've done that, set up chats and messages, time to set up. RLS policies are done, boom, 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 server actions and Tanstack hooks. Stack hooks. Can you set up Tanstack? So this will be Next.js server actions plus Tanstack hooks for all of these. And we're doing that in the module. So you'll see that we've got a bunch of Tanstack hooks in here. So we need to add on some more of those. You're gonna end up with so many Postgres tables, guys. Look at this. Postgres tables galore. Cool, it's making the server actions now, which is decent. Do a db to generate types. That should solve that TypeScript error. Let's have a look. Yeah, there we go. Nice. So that's setting up hooks for chats, messages, and what else are we doing? Content items. After that, we are going to change the bit of the report here. So if I just show you. Oh, the other thing I want to do is I want to add Next.js application to Docker so that we can easily bundle everything when we are testing the local cloud tasks emulator. That would be a nice thing to do. Okay, so let's get that set up. And the reason why I'm doing all this is because then once we have these, we've got this core services section that's really critical to the app, and there is a specific section I've been working on for figuring out how to deal with different types of content that's going to be generated. And you can use flexible generics to validate certain items using Zod, and doing something like this, like create content. So that stuff's quite useful. So if you do like a create content, then we can put in a type of content, so this output, and then you'll get type safety specifically on that. Now that being said, we need to blend these create contents directly with the other fields that are in that in the content items. So if you have a look here in team content items, we have things like, is it an idea? Like the status, is deleted, is liked. Like all of this stuff is outside, and basically the only thing that we're doing is this content.json. So we might want to do stronger typing on those hooks. and that's what I'm currently thinking about. So for the chats and messages, I'm not too bothered, but specifically the other ones I think would be quite useful to do. For the team content items, could we also strongly type the content JSON blob as part of the create? I think that might be useful. Let's just do that now. Have a look. So we've got chats, messages, create user message, use create message, use update message, use delete message, use create many messages, use update many messages. Yeah, nice. Nice. Nothing like a bit strongly typed JSON data. And then we want to store all of the content items on the server after the report is finished. It's a server-side job. Basically that's doing this kind of stuff. We just go and log in. So if we go and look at like go and look at a user. Nice, so look, we're getting the strongly typed content updates and inserts, and this needs to come from the client. Let's expose these in the client size. Don't rewrite them, that's a mistake. I think it needs to come from the client. Make sure that they are exported. Let's have a look. Repo client. I think this should just be coming from the client. have a look at this. Yeah, just doing the media asset server actions, which is good. I think we should do media assets last. Let's do media assets later, as we will need to use Superbase storage with blobs. Let's put that on the list though. Let's put that here. This is after this feature, I think, but we will want that after launch. We'll want server actions with Superbase storage plus Tanstex hooks. Set up object storage policies within Superbase. Still getting these errors. The joys of fixing TypeScript errors. Overwrite errors. No, I don't want to define it there. We are now getting these. Might as well work on the Next.js app whilst that's doing that. Get Claude Code to do that, why not? The issue is that TypeScript is trying to include source files when we import them. I think maybe we should set a build dependency in Turbo repo for this. Shift tab, okay. Oh, now we get this. Oh no, we've got cyclical dependencies. Do this one, I think. Here's core. No. We definitely want to keep that separate. Could we just build the database file into two places? Then update the imports in core services, that database file. Then they are decopied. We can import what way round do we want to do this? These types need to be injected into the database, so we should probably allow the Supabase package to consume the core services. We should allow the Supabase package to consume the core services because there should not be any database logic in that section. It's purely for type checking / orchestration of types, I think. It's a better way of doing it. How's Claude getting on? Shift tab. Just writes little Docker dev scripts, isn't it? It's crazy. Check Docker, check network. Add a memory, guys. Always remember to delete.sh scripts if they are just to check stuff. Project memory checked in. Yeah, this one. Nice. Oh god. There we go. Cool. So should we try spinning that up, I guess? Give that a crack. Web dev. We can use an M file for that. Docker compose -- profile API dev up. What about add a profile for, where is the, this should run on full stack, so we'll just say full stack, full stack. That's on the Cloud Task emulator, that is on here. And we've got this one here. I've rebuilt it. Avoid using these types and make sure to consume the types directly from the core service package. Rinsing through, guys. Everyone's rinsing the best models today, guys. Don't we just want a dev local experience? I don't want yeah, so right now we're just basically getting everything to update with Docker for Next.js. And then I think I'm just going to write this bit myself, even though I am very akin to not typing much these days. Okay. Yeah, League of Legends makes me rage out. Project reference, yeah, that'll fix the import path for sure. Okie dokies. Which can be one of these types of content schemas, which is what we wanted. Can you double check it and make sure that it works? Nice, cool. Yeah, I think it makes sense to have Superbase consume the service. And then it's mainly just business logic. Okay, nice. That's sorted. Right, next up is put media here. Yeah, nice guys, nice. So technically speaking, we can now run Docker Compose with a full stack setup as well. Docker Compose -f profile, full stack up, and we'll just do one thing here. Superbase anon key, Superbase anon key. Oh yeah, it's removed these. Keep the changes that I made just now to the Docker Compose. I added a full stack setup. Right, next thing we need to do is store all the content items. So currently we're doing this in outputs for the content items. You'll see why we've been working on this so much for this. So what I need to do now is we need to figure out a way of storing those content items. Alright, next up, let's do that. So where do I want to write that logic? I don't want this have JavaScript files in it. Okay, let's get another Claude going. Store all the content items in the first version. Currently we have a scraping runs table. Currently this happens in the client side application, but we want this to happen specifically in the API. And where do we want that to happen in the API? This will be in the video analysis section. Now the thing is, we are going to store the individual ideas as team content items, and we are going to use our team content items the hooks from here. Nice. Did it delete the file? It did delete the, yeah, it deleted the extra file, nice. I want you to also update. We need it to update the web on that route, and we don't want in the future. So we want it to update the content strategy route, the single report page, so that we just use the hooks from here. So that we just get the content items which have that scraping run ID. I want you to create a custom hook for that and store it in hooks, and then remove the fact that we currently do this on the client side application and storing it in local storage, etc. And for the where is it? We have some other bit, the analysis focus. Where is it? Just trying to find this bit here. It's like what do we call it? We need to specifically find out what we want to store alongside that. We go into the packages and have a look at the core services. So core services, we want to go and we want to just get the, what do we want to get here? So when we generate these agents, we are going to have quick wins, untapped opportunities, and an executive summary. I need this to be stored on the scraping run itself. Just the executive summary. Secondly, this needs to be very actionable and should be about 3 to 5 sentences in length. Can you update the front end, can you update the back end and front end application to support these changes? The types can also be found in the core, this is going to be crazy if it gets us right, core services for the Zod models. Right, let's leave Claude code to do this stuff there. Now I'm getting this one though, let's have a look at this. Yes, please. Cool, so we'll leave Claude to do that task. Could you put this on a linear branch for us called when you have done the changes to the files. switch to a new branch. Nice. I think we already have a database client that we can get specifically from the joys of TypeScript, guys.
I just can't help bounce. Ladies out west, they all know I'm coming. I'm losing my patience. I just came here to bounce.
Cool. Nice, we fixed a bunch of stuff, which is good. See how Claude Code's getting on. Okay, right. Let's see, what do we want to do next? Next.js is now in that. I want to get Claude Code to cook up a quick cards route. That would be nice, wouldn't it, guys? For an entire team. I suggest we create a new feature in features for this. What else do we want to do? Create a one registry that can be extended. So we want like a create content, create idea. Additionally, you should add on to the navigation number 1.
I can't explain it, but now all I can think about is you. And you got me feeling crazy. I don't know, what am I gonna do? I can't help thinking that there is just no getting over you. And you got me going crazy. I don't know, what am I gonna do? Walking down the street, and all that I could see was you shining in the dark. Suddenly I blinked, and you had disappeared, but you never escaped my memory.
Functions to generate more, dislike, delete, regenerate. These should all be hooked up to separate Fastify actions in the API. You can leverage the existing tan stack hooks in module, and also what do you want to do? I would recommend using Vercel AI SDK for streaming the structured outputs back. Remember to leverage the core services package for user-generated content or types, and these Zod models for generating the content from LLMs via Fastify. Can you do everything on this GitHub branch? We can work on this one whilst we've got 2 Claude codes. ID disconnected. next thing we need to do is fix this one here. Cost to produce in dollars. It's quite nice that it highlights this stuff. Do you want to make this edit? Know and tell Claude what to do differently. Escape. I like the edit, but the problem is that we probably want to have some context for the regenerations, i.e. the original content. Also, we likely want to provide a ZOD model of what should be regenerated. Context is optional, but should be available if optional field. Okay, cool. Solve that one. Solve that one. Let's get started with the PG tap tests. We want to leverage the job definitions table. Hey dude, how's it going? It's a good day with Claude Code. Honestly, this thing is just crazy.
I'm out of your control. There's nowhere left to hide. Pack my bags at midnight and leave this mess behind. Me, myself, and I have read between the lines. Left the engine running. I guess this is goodbye. And you're never gonna change my mind. We've been here about 1,000 times. Should've never let you back inside my mind. I should've known better than to let you break my heart. I should've known better. I believed you from the start. I should've known better. Now we wasted all this time. I should've known better. I'm taking back my life. I should've known better than that. Better. I see right through your lies. Now you're on your own. You call me every night. You're looking through our photos, but I deleted mine. And you're never gonna change my mind. We've been here about 1,000 times. Should've never let you back inside my mind. I should've known better than to let you break my heart. I should've known better. I believed you from the start.
This is such awesome advice, I love this. So this is from Mark Edmondson. So, cloud orientated, basically write tests for everything, inspect the tests online, merge it in, locally have a script to run the Docker test locally, and it's in the system point to always run tests whenever a feature or code is changed. Rarely one shots first try with the test feedback loop until they pass, then I run the application locally check, feel it's good to commit. Once happy, merge dev into test for more go, then merge into prod. I like this, I have to save that. Got 3 terminals going. That's so funny. Should get another code going. Get the Trend API. Let's actually just get this API up briefly. PG tap tests. I'm going to say, can you run the tests, etc. Okay. Do these exist at the moment? For now, let's just disable this. Cool. That should get us up and running. Base URL is required. Where is this running from? Plugins, Fastify off. I think it's turned on or off that I wasn't wanting yet. Plugins off. Config.superbase URL. Superbase, I think this is the one. Okay, what do we need to do now? So let's think about this. We need some roll guards, guys. We've got to wrap this in a subscription roll guard. We have a subscription gate here. Do I have credits? Nice. Has access. Is subscribed. Credits remaining. Okay, so I have some screen credits. Module, make sure to export everything into index so that we can use it. Gonna be a long, long time to touch 10 brings me. Nice, that's importing all that stuff there. That should fix a load of ones. Okay, what have we still got to fix? This one here. Cool, I'm going to stop this, I think. Cool, got some branches to go look at, guys. So I think that's going to be it for me. So I've got this store all of the content after the server, which has some commits. And we've also got a couple of bugs to fix as well. I'm just going to say can title description. I don't want to use a title, but each piece of content should have something that is mapped to the title equivalent. I don't think we want description either. Also, can you fix all of the TypeScript types inside of Content Studio feature? The speed you guys can build out now, absolutely insane. I'm going to leave Claude Code just fixing these TypeScript errors. And I think we still want a title for the that, as it is used on the content strategy feature. I just mean that we should map content items that don't have a .title with some field so that we can always render cards. Also, can you work on the content strategy and make sure that we reuse a lot of the same functionality? I don't want to duplicate the functionality. Let's keep double checking the subscription guards ourselves. Might have TypeScript errors, so you might have to finish that, but we'll try. So for example, in here, we've got error fetching content items. Don't need to worry about that for now. So we've hidden the generate hashtags button. So if you don't have credits, then you can't get to this next screen. Create AI premium report as well. We will want to put a subscription guard there. So it'll be this one here, so it'll be subscription gate. Alright guys, I'm going to log off for today. So we've basically been butchering together a content studio. I've got some server side stuff that I need to check. So I'm going to put a note here. Check the branch here for server side implementation of AI strategy. So we need to do that. And we also need to double check. So we also got the pipeline working as well today, which is good. So now that that's working, I think the next thing is check the trend API, make sure that still works when we merge in both the branches. And then we're also going to check the AI content strategy changes, check this branch specifically for let's go and find that branch. Yeah, this branch here. And also we need to double check the content strategy. We've already checked subscription guards now, but we'll probably need to do that again when we've got some more stuff going on. I think that is it for now, yeah. So next on the list is, yeah, make sure the trend API still works on main and check the PG tap tests. And then after that, we're good to go. So let's put all this stuff here. Nice. All right, cool guys. Right, well, really nice talking with you all and chatting. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.